While that is true, it's not the full story. I find a misconception often is people tend to think that we only care about filling jobs and we don't care about their career, their aspirations, and what they hope to achieve. And that's not lost on us because we do this every day. It's easy to think of people as products, but they're not, they're people.
I think that like any career, if you're only in it for one reason, I don't think you would last long in any career path or career trajectory. And I think very much the same thing can be said about search and staffing. So if you were only in it for the placements or for the commission piece, I don't think you'd have a long and fulfilling career in that space, because we all need something that gives us more purpose and feels more rewarding to us.
So 100% not true. I think people see recruiters as, someone who will find you a job, but a good recruiter will focus more on your career opportunities. I always tell candidates who are looking for jobs to really connect with a recruiter so that they can fully not just assess your skill set, but find opportunities that are going to match your short and long-term goals.
I can't speak for the entire industry. However, here at LRO, because we focus on each industry specifically, I think it gives us a lot of insight into the market, into each role, and to what candidates are looking for.
I'm unsure as to why that is even a misconception, just because I think to be the best at your job in this space, you need to be an individual who is really strategically partnering with clients and really asking those critical questions of them. Because quite frankly, I don't understand how you could be successful in your job if you didn't really know the roles you were recruiting for and the clients that you were partnering with. So I think, again, what differentiates a strong recruiter from one who perhaps isn't as strong is individuals who love to research, individuals who are really curious, really analytical thinkers, because I've been in positions where it doesn't feel good if you don't know as much as you possibly can about a client and the roles that you're recruiting for.
So I would say that's definitely not true. A good recruiter will always take the time to research the role and understand the full scope of the duties. I think it's really important for someone to understand not just what a candidate is capable of, but understand what a client is looking for. And for there, you can make a perfect match.
A common misconception is that recruiters help people get jobs. While we do assert some influence throughout the process because we know our clients and we do have an understanding of the role, realistically, we just set the stage for people to, really exemplify what they do.
I think it's an interesting question because I think it's true and it's also false. I think we ultimately can be the gatekeepers as to whether or not an individual is considered by a client. I think a misconception is that it is completely up to a client to make that decision, because I do think that a strong recruiter should ultimately be viewed as an asset to a candidate, because we can advocate for those candidates and we can really use our expertise in the market that we're recruiting for.
So while I wish that was true, it's not. I would say that, like any good relationship, it's both sides need to give 100% of their effort. So as a recruiter on my side, I can talk about an opportunity with you and how it's relevant to your skill set and your short and your long-term goals. I can get your foot in the door, hopefully have you interview with a client. But then on the candidate side, it's important for you to, again, be able to speak to your experience and how it's relevant to the role, set up your resume, tailor it so it's appropriate for the role, and do your research on the company. So it's a two-way street. It's a working relationship.
The only cost is really the time and effort that you put into it. And that comes down to communicating what your career goals, what your aspirations are, so that we can like clearly make connections and find the right fit for you in your career.
So I love answering that misconception, and it's something I really try and discuss with candidates up front, just because I think that is a widely held belief that that's the case. The truth is no, it is absolutely of no cost whatsoever for a candidate to obtain a position through a search and staffing agency. We are partnering with our clients and the organizations that we're partnering with. But it ultimately is of no cost whatsoever to a candidate. If anything, I think one of the many benefits to partnering with a search and staffing agency is oftentimes we have that market expertise, and we're actually advocating for you to get ultimately a compensation or salary that is higher than what you currently have, provided that it's, again, aligned with the market. And so not only does it not cost anything to a candidate to be placed with an organization through ourselves, but we can really act as that strategic partner with you as a candidate to make sure that you're getting what you deserve in very much a candidate's marketplace right now.
So I've always wondered which rumor mill this came from. Old wives' tale. So no, every hard-earned dollar that you earn goes into your pocket directly, not mine.